everybody get down.
All right, sorry about that. I didn't get everybody in, but we went a little over today. And like I was saying, I hope everybody has got up on the right side of the bed. And, one of the things I tell my class every morning is I have to get up on the right side of the bed every morning because my wife is on the other side. And that always gives a little chuckle there. But you know what? Every morning I get up, and when I put my feet on the ground, that's one thing that I'm very blessed and thankful for, is that I can put my feet on the ground. But you know what? Every morning I wake up, and I know that there's somebody out there that I can help because of this amazing miracle tree. And, that's what I want everybody to understand is the posture. Our posture that we take when we are going out there and we are sharing this miracle tree. You've heard me say this over and over. It is the tree that never dies, the Exodus tree, the root out of the dry ground. And if you see this tree, it is the only tree that I know of that can purify water. And if you want to see this purified water, go on YouTube and watch some of the videos or out there on Google about the ability of this tree when they take the seed cake and they drop it into a polluted water, how it's able to grab the sediments and grab it into the seed cake and purify the water. And then after about 40 minutes or so, they take the water, the clear water, and they boil it and they have drinking water. This is what they do in third world countries. So, think about the ability of the tree to give people clean drinking water. As well as one of the other names that this tree has is Mother's Best Friend or Mother's Milk. And I don't know if you know this or not, but if you were to list a couple of the greatest substances or foods that's known to man, Mother's Milk would be at the top of that list. And so, the tree is compared to these superlatives from Mother's Milk to Mother's Best Friend to, the tree that never dies, the only thing that lives in the dry season. And just to give you a little bit more information, if you were to go to Africa in the hottest point of the summer, when everything was dead, you would see this green tree. And, that alone would be amazing to see the only green substance around when everything else is brown and dead. But you know what? That's not the most amazing thing about the tree in the dry season. In the middle of summer, it bears its fruit. What? What did you say, Mark? In the middle of the summer, in the hottest point of the season, when everything else is dead, it bears its fruit. That is called thriving, not surviving. When most things are dying, this tree is not just surviving, it's thriving. You see, that posture right there is what I want to talk about today. The posture that we have when we go out and we talk to different people out in the world today, whether it's your spouse or, your children or people in your family. A lot of people on this call have not hit their potential, are not making the money or they have not built their organization, large enough for where it really, you can go out there and really stand up tall. But I'm going to tell you something. I don't know a business out there. I've been a businessman my whole life. I'm an entrepreneur. And for those that don't know me, my name is Mark Mandela. I'm a Diamond Director in CG International. And I was a part of the beginning of these calls. And I want to share something with you about business. In the first couple of years of any business, and that we need to be put into that category because we are a business. The first couple of years is a struggle. It's a battle. Matter of fact, the first 3 to 5 years in business, most companies fail and they go out of business. And so, what I want to share with you is to understand the long-term gratification and why people start a business. It's not for instant gratification where, you can get a job and you can work for somebody and you can get paid right away and come home with a paycheck, the next week or 2 weeks later, whatever. That's short-term gratification. And understand something about short-term gratification. It is not as big. Your interest, whether you're investing in a CD, short-term, you don't get the bigger interest. You don't get the big interest on a CD unless it's more long-term. Well, I want everybody out there to understand that it's all about long-term gratification, and our long-term gratification is all predicated on team commissions. It's all based on our auto ships, people reordering the product. And you know what? When a person comes up to you and they say to you that you should be making more money, well, if I was an employee or I was in what they call a traditional business or a business that has been around since what we call the industrial age, yes, maybe so. But I have a business in the information age. And this business is going to create long-term gratification. Now, I don't know how many people out there have read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki or the Cash Flow Quadrant. But I'm going to tell you something. There's two sides of this debate for building this business. There's a way a poor dad makes his money and the way a rich dad makes his money. And the poor dad, he's all about short-term gratification. The rich dad, long-term gratification. You see, the rich dad does not invest in the short profits or small profits. He's into investments that will give him a larger gain. And that takes longer. The best example I have is when the Empire State Building was built in New York. Okay? If you invested in that, you weren't going to see a return for quite a few years. But if you invested in the Empire State Building back then, to this day, you'd still be making money off of that investment. And you'd be making good money. And you would never have to worry about income again. You see, long-term gratification is all about financial security. And if you go into your PowerPoints and you look at that one slide, Secure Your Financial Future, it talks about your team commissions. And I know that some of you out there today don't understand how we get paid, but I'd like to read something from that one slide about securing your finances for the future about team commission. And it goes like this. Team commissions are the backbone of Visa compensation plan. This binary plan means that you have the benefit of being placed in one of two legs, left or right. In your sponsors group, you will then be compensated based on successfully building two legs of your own business, a binary, two legs. Your sponsor or upline may also place people in your downline, and these people will count towards your team commission and rank qualification. Okay, understand, whether you are in an inside or an outside leg, whether you're in the right position or the wrong position, you know what? A binary means two. And other network marketing companies, they're in uni levels, it's three, and they don't have the teamwork. So when I came over from a uni level, I was used to building three legs. When I understood the binary, I knew that binary meant two. So long-term gratification, it was about two legs. Now, I built two legs. I didn't have an upline that put people into one side or another. I went out there and I personally sponsored both sides of my business. Now, you might say, well, you don't get paid as much up front. No, I don't. You don't get paid as much. You've got to build two legs. But down the road, when you get into the leadership check match and you get up into the higher position, you're going to wish that you built both sides or you had influence on both sides of your business. And that is something that most people don't understand about the binary. Now, in 2008, I went full-time in this business, and I realized that long-term gratification was what building a network was all about. Even though I was ready to lose my house, my cars, everything, one step ahead of the repo man. I left what I did as a profession in the industrial age, and that was being a nutritionist and working within a alternative medical practice. Well, after 4 months doing a clinical review and getting 100% effect on all my, having amazing effect on 100% of my patients, I realized that, you know what? This company was something that was going to give me that financial security long term. So I went out there and I built. And from September of 2008 to the end of October, I became a diamond director building both sides of my business with basically one product. And I built on the Smart Mix. That's what I drove my business, and I understood that building a business on customers was part of the business. Having them reorder was part of the business. But I realized that I needed leaders to go out and develop other leaders, the business part. And you see, I have a left and a right hand. In the right hand, I build with the business. In the left hand, I present with the product. That's who I am. That is natural to me. And no matter how you try to deal with me, I am like a leopard. I don't lose my spots. And so I tell everybody that is out there, whether you're product-driven or whether you're business-driven, you've got two hands and there's two sides of this business. And long-term gratification is about both sides of the business. And so when you're looking at this business today, there's a slide in that PowerPoint about the importance of timing. And you look at timing today, and you know what it's like in a traditional business, location, location, location. Well, in our business, it's timing, timing, timing. Timing is everything. And when you look at that graph, when you see a company going into momentum, you see somewhere around 50 million to 500 million, they are in momentum. And right now, that's called the sweet spot. And I call it pennies from heaven. And you know what? If you're making pennies from heaven, it sure is a whole lot more than picking up dollars off of the ground. You see, in a company that's going into momentum, you're seeing people come into that company hand over fist. You're seeing people start to learn about that company, and everything becomes so much easier. So getting involved in a company at the right time is very important, and right now is the right time. So everyone that is out there, understand, picking a company at the right time is critical. If you were to get into a company right now that deals with bottled water, I mean, look at all the companies out there with you have so much competition. You see, the timing was about 6 to 8 years ago. It is not the right time to get into bottled water. But nutritional, you talk about the wellness industry, you talk about green, you see a surge going out and an industry, the wellness industry, moving from a $500 billion industry to who knows in a short time, $1 trillion industry. Now, what is driving our company? It's the power of two. How do we make money? Another slide in that PowerPoint. The power of two. And if you don't understand the power of two, you need to take the slide and you need to go and extract it so that you can really print it out and study it. Because when you get two people generating a residual income, you see that in your lesser leg there is 125 TV in it, and you're making 15% because you came in with a business one or business two, and we see that there's $18.75 and 15% in your downline commissions. That's not talking about your preferred customer status. That's just talking about the volume that's underneath you. When you look at these numbers are all about long-term gratification. You see, you're building your business so that when you wake up on a Monday and a Tuesday and those order shifts go out and you have volume underneath you, you have income from the beginning of Monday when you wake up. That is what is so nice about being a part of a residual income business. What a lot of people in the past used to call mailbox money. Going to the mailbox and picking up a check and not even having to leave your home. You see, the power of two, you know what? When you get your two, you become qualified to make money off of this pay plan. And that's what's so nice about residual income, network marketing, and the binary, is that we can go out there and generate income for our people quickly, just by them getting their two and helping those people get two. You see, even though you need patience in this business, even though it's the hardest part of this business, if you're excited and you remember the 3 C's of success: canvas, create curiosity, and connect them to the information, your product, and your upline. If you do this over and over and over with the excitement, you will see those numbers grow. You know, you have different people, and you can see people work their numbers and get a couple thousand people, like I had, within a year, a couple hundred people within a year, 10, 20 people within a year. But you know what? One thing happens is when you find the right person, and they get into this business, and they are passionate and persistent and excited with this whole opportunity. They go out there and they sow their seeds, the moringa seeds. You see the seeds turn into a tree. And they call it the weed tree for a reason, because it grows fast. You see, then you don't have to really deal with the patience issue. Your business will grow fast, but a lot of you out there, it takes time in any business. That's the patience. Finding the right people to get into your business, to grow your business. The power of two, you see, the power of two, if you persist at it long enough, it will grow. And if you help them get their two, and then get their two, watch it grow even faster. You see, our business is about two. And when you help those people get their two and build a 500s in their business, throughout their business, watch it grow. The power of two. Long-term gratification. Secure your financial future. That's what we're here doing. Every morning, we're teaching you to understand when you get into a room with those negative people, or those people that think that your business should be growing faster, the business people that are coming from the industrial age, let them know you're from the information age, and it's going to take a little bit of time, but you're after long-term gratification where the big income is, and not short-term gratification where a lot of the employees and the small-time business people are. It's a good book for you to look at, cash flow quadrant. There are 2 quadrants, really, basically. Well, 4 in that, but really 2. The poor side and the rich side. The poor side is the employee and the small business owner. The rich side is the investment and the big business owner. You see, and what we're doing right now is we're teaching you how to get the cash flowing long term. And its secret is long-term gratification. That's where the big money is. That's when you build a strong organization. That's what you have to look forward to, and your children's children. Now, I'm going to open up the line. Hopefully, you understand the security and the long-term gratification of what we're doing right now. I don't know if there's any Emerald directors and above that would like to, you're into the profit sharing. Long-term gratification. I don't know if there's anybody in the leadership check match that would like to add on to that. But when you become a leader in this company and you can realize the long-term gratification and the higher incomes, it's amazing. Any other leaders out there? Lines are now open. Here you got Jack and Free. Line is open. Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Awesome call. Thank you. It's on to New Jersey.
Great call, Mark. Chicago.
Hey, Mark. Patricia Sanders, Chicago, Illinois. Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks, Mark. Richard.
Very
Mark.
all right. Thanks, Mark. See you. Really cool, Mark.
Thanks for your awesome insight, Mark. Elizabeth, Alexander, San Francisco Bay Area. You're awesome.
Great call, Mark. Willis-Barre, Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Thank you, Mark. Mark Holmes, Baltimore, Maryland, streaming live to Malaysia.
All right, Mark.
Thank you for the call, Mark. Sierra Johnson, call from Atlanta, Georgia.
Good morning.
Great call, Mark. This is Bassett from Detroit. Actually, from
Detroit. Great training, Mark. Mike Livingston, Atlanta, Georgia. Mike Livingston.